Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV. I'm Jenny and I'm here with more Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So we're on to season 4, episode 2. Now, in the last episode, we got to see Buffy struggling to find her place in college, feeling like everyone else has settled or had moved on, and she still wasn't there yet, which I'm sure most people can relate to at some point in their lives. So yeah, just her trying to find her place, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's still what's going on in this episode. Obviously you don't just snap out of it, so we'll see. It's called Living Conditions, which makes me wonder whether this is about her roommate, or at least getting to know her a bit better, or Buffy having to already try and hide stuff from her, because I don't see how you can keep things hidden from her. You have a chest of weapons and you spend all night out but not at parties. You probably come home dirty and with injuries. I suppose you're just telling people you're part of a fight club. I don't know. Yeah, so I think it might be something to do with that, along those lines. We don't know actually about Willow's or Oz's living situations. Maybe we'll find out what's going on with them. Yeah. And also how Xander's going to fit in. I bet Xander has to go and get a job somewhere, obviously, but I bet he uses them and visiting them as an opportunity to be on campus and at the parties to meet girls. And I wonder whether they'll mention Cordelia and what's going on with her. So yeah. And we didn't get it in the last episode. What's Giles's new setup going to be? Because he'll need a job. So yeah. So let's get into the episode. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And on Patreon we are 2 episodes ahead. So grab your cuppa, grab your snacks, and let's watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 2, Living Conditions.
Wow, this music is so... You bet.
I do remember when this song came out, everyone went crazy for it.
I just didn't realise you'd be coming and going at all hours. Well, not that I mind.
Sounds like you mind. Oh god, the same song on repeat. Well, she's happy. She's not hurting anyone. Ooh, that's a new one. Why do I feel like she's going to jump out with a stake at a normal, unsuspecting person?
What are you doing today?
Oh, she misses you, Giles.
A friend of mine recently acquired an original cooking by demonography, and it suddenly occurs to me that you've never once asked me what my day's plans were. To acquire whether you're feeling entirely yourself.
I'm here, until my roommate goes to class.
I see. Buffy, living with somebody is never easy, especially for an only child.
Just listen to me, okay? When she sharpens her pencils, she measures them with a ruler to make sure they're all the same size.
I agree.
It could be worse. She could be like really messy or crazy loud.
So what else is up with the buff? Any vamp action?
No. I did get jumped by a demon of non-specific origin last night.
Yeah? Something apocalypsy? Do we need to assemble the Scooby Gang?
Oh, he just wants things back how it was. Oh look, you're just going to start wearing her clothes?
You won't. Is that my sweater? I didn't think you'd mind. I mean, you got mine already. It's not a problem, is it?
Yes, it is.
We're almost like sisters now, living together and everything.
Oh god, that's creepy. Okay, she's gone from innocent to creepy.
That's fine. I just wish you'd asked.
It's not fine, you've got to set the boundaries now. Oh, she's labelled all her food. Oh. I don't like creepy, crawly things. Did it
Do you
happen?
always make that noise when you sleep?
Or was that a dream? Or one of her, like, premonition dreams?
He's our grown-up friend. Not creepy.
Nice to meet you, Kathy.
Ditto.
He was
Maybe
like
you
a
can make the
professor.
dream I had last night. There was like this monster, and he sat on me and he did all this stuff to me.
Stuff like the scorpions and Bloody Mary minus the Mary?
That's it. How'd you know?
Ah.
Me too.
Now, we're assuming it's Buffy they're after. What if it's not? What if it is Kathy?
I'm cold. Well, I'm hot.
Put some clothes on then. You're wearing a tiny little
What's your
dress.
problem, Miss Buffy? But it's share time now. Share time, huh? Fine. I'll show you share time.
Oh, she'll eat her food.
If it wasn't for this English paper, I'd be there right now. Listening, doing the girly best friend thing.
Well, I can do that.
Oh,
You can?
I love
We'll
him.
braid each other's hair, probably, but yeah, I can hang with her, watch for signs she's going over the edge.
If anyone's going to make you feel calm, just hanging out with them, it's him. What's that? These people again.
So then Kathy's like,
So are they vampires?
"Share time." And I'm like, she's other really bad things.
On the plus side, you killed the bench, which was looking shifty.
This isn't funny, Oz. Something has to be done.
But then again, I suppose it's the first time we're seeing her come up against a problem that she can't kill. Demon dream. Oh, why all the creepy crawly things?
I've been thinking a lot about this, and it's clear to me now. What? That's better. Kathy's evil. I'm an evil fighter. It's simple. I'm gonna have to kill her.
What? Either she's joking or those demons are doing something to
You
her.
have to kill. Look. Toenails? Evil toenails. The point is, I measured them before I fell asleep, and again this morning. And they grew. After they were cut. That's a demon thing. She has to be eliminated. Of course. It makes sense now.
Okay.
But you better show those bad puppies to Giles before you do anything. Just to be sure. Absolutely. I don't want to do anything crazy. You hurry on.
Yeah, collecting
Giles. I'll
toenails
take
off the
care
floor is not
Keep an eye on
crazy.
Kathy. Great. Giles?
You think you'd be knocking after what happened last time?
She has parts that keep growing after they're detached. She irons her genes. She's evil. She has to be destroyed.
You're the demon that Buffy met in the woods who somehow possessed her.
Light FM. Love songs. Nothing but love songs.
You think?
Possess both of them
You stay and watch her. I know the spell that
so they
will
kill
make
each
me-
other.
Oops. Look what I did.
Ooh!
Look what I did. I knew it!
What? Has she been replaced by a demon? Or... Grab the sweater and not the bloody weapons. away.
Daredevil, come in.
Okay. But now Willow can be her roommate.
How's that? Not to the left. There. Perfect.
Oh dear, I don't know how I would cope with having to share my space. I mean, it's one thing living with people in a house where you've got your own room, but to have to share everywhere, I couldn't cope. I'm too much of a hermit. I like spending time on my own. So yeah, I was right about it being about Kathy and Buffy. I didn't think they would give her a demon roommate. Only because, you know, we need to have more humans around at some point. And it was an interesting dynamic, like I said during the episode, that, you know, to come up against something you can't kill, something that's not evil, something that just annoys you. Well, obviously it turns out something she could kill and it was evil. So yeah, interesting to see Buffy losing it over such small things, but realistic in the fact that when you do spend, I mean, like I said, I couldn't live with someone in the same room all the time. That's why I'm happy being single. Someone being there all the time is just, that's my idea of a nightmare. So yeah, it is the little things that annoy you, because I even have it if I just spend a lot of time with my friends. After a while, it's just ridiculous things that annoy you. So yeah, that's such a realistic thing for them to be going through. Things like the floss, or the window being open, or a tiny bit of milk being taken from the fridge, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, and that every little noise someone makes annoys you. I spoke to obviously a lot of people during lockdown where, especially married couples, that said to me that they just notice how loud their husband breathes, or how often someone goes to the fridge, and these things that you would never have noticed until something like lockdown makes you spend all that time together. Saying that, it's actually, I suppose that episode would line up with people who have been in lockdown, who would now watch this and go, I get exactly what she's feeling. Yeah, and the others doubting her, there comes a point where you kind of say, she's usually right on these things and you should be backing her, not doubting her. But it was very cleverly done in the fact that there was no indications about her being anything other than human. I was going to say, if she was sharing with Willow and Willow was flossing her teeth and it made a noise, it wouldn't annoy you in the same way, because you love Willow, you don't like this girl anyway, so anything she does is going to annoy you. Although we did see Buffy at the end there with Willow, that even that was bothering her. But yeah, I can see why they weren't backing her, because yeah, it just seemed petty. I was right about Xander kind of being around campus. I reckon eventually there's going to be him, you know, being around girls, but he was there to hang out with his friends, and he's obviously missing them and spending all his time with them at school and stuff. So Oz just being my favourite, as he always is. He's so chill, he's calm, he's smart, and he's so caring. Not just about Willow, but about the others as well. I mean, the fact that he went to hang out with Buffy to keep an eye on her was not only for Willow so that she could do what she needed to, it was also because he cares about Buffy too. And it shows what the security in their relationship, that she can be like, yeah, I'm going to go and do this, go spend the night hanging out with my best friend. Nice to see Giles getting back involved, you know, getting the gang back together. And seeing his concern for Buffy as well as backing her. It's nice. I wonder if we'll come across those demons again, because obviously Kathy was a lone wolf. She wasn't a part of something trying to get Buffy or do anything bad in the world. They obviously have their own thing going on, and she was not supposed to be there. So yeah, I wonder if we'll come across them again as a villain or helping with something, because obviously they weren't actually up to anything bad. And as I talk about villains, we also saw again the guys that were out that took the vampire. We've got a glimpse of them looked like they were going after a group of people that had that second glance thing with Oz. My first instinct made me wonder whether they were werewolves, and he kind of sensed that in them, and they did in him, or she did in him. There was only one girl that looked, and that's what that was. Or maybe he can sense vampires, because these people, we saw them catch a vampire, so they could be going after another vampire. Or maybe they were after a wolf, and she was a wolf, because they could be going after all different supernatural things. We don't know yet. It's very clever to give us these little hints here and there where we know something else is going on in the background and keeps us wondering, whereas obviously our characters have no idea. So it'll be interesting when we get more information about that, and when our characters find out and start putting stuff together. So yeah, I wonder whether it is the Watchers Council or whether there is another player involved. We'll see how it works going forward for Willow and Buffy as roommates. At least it's easier on Buffy to not have to hide anything, and for Willow because she can do her witchcraft openly in the room, and Buffy hasn't got to hide her weapons. So that was Living Conditions, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 4, Episode 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.